Let's give 2 rounds of best advice. What's the best advice for a potential author?
So the first step is most of these people, they are too, of course, when they're just starting out, they don't have logged their book idea, but they know the importance of being an author. Now, the first step is, of course, you have to come up with a book idea. And to come up with a book idea, they're in 2 situations, whether they have no book idea or they have multiple book ideas and they don't know which idea to start with. So first of all, let me answer the first scenario, that if they don't have a book idea, then they have to ask themselves, first of all, that exactly what kind of, whether they have gone from point A to point B, right? It could be anything. Maybe initially they were not very much productive and now they are very much productive. Exactly what they did and what are the steps, what are the tools they have used. And now maybe you can create a business around that, right? And now if you have so many book ideas, then maybe you can think about on the basis of 1 to 10, you can rank them on the basis of profitability. So there are 2 types of profitability, means how big the audience is for the book and how much money you can make in the back end. Let me explain. So there are 2 things. So of course, for example, if you're writing a book about productivity, maybe you can write a book about productivity for students, but these students will not pay you in the back end for coaching and video courses.
No.
But if you write about productivity for entrepreneurs or professionals, maybe they can pay you $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 per month for your coaching, your courses. So this is how exactly you have to calculate all of these things. You can also use so many Facebook groups to actually look for ideas. You can also post, you can do some kind of polls to see what people are going for. Nowadays, it's completely free. So if you are going for productivity, like if it is your niche, then there could be maybe hundreds of groups out there you can join for free, which are around productivity, right? If you are writing a book about relationship, there are hundreds of groups out there, which are very, very active. Some of them, they are very active groups. Some of them, they are not. You have to figure it out yourself. So you have to join these groups, maybe engage with people, ask people directly a question, like exactly what kind of problem they are facing in productivity, right? What kind of distractions they are getting, and then basically working around the idea. So, this is exactly how you can finalize your book idea. So this is the first advice.
Okay.
The second advice is that always start with a book outline. And I think I covered that as well initially. So the thing is that one of the reasons people procrastinate a lot in writing a book is because they don't have a book outline ready. And to create a book outline, people take sometimes months, sometimes an entire year to write a book outline alone. But in my book, How to Write a Bestseller, I've explained to them exactly how to create a book outline within just 2 hours. And just to give you a brief, exactly how does that look? Before you create a book outline, you have to create the book outline quadrant, right? So there's a quadrant, and there are 4 elements in the outline quadrant. The first is book idea. The second is target readers. The third is why you are writing the book. And fourth is the hook of the book, means how the book is going to be different from the other books.
Yep.
If you ask questions around these elements, then it is going to help you create the book outline. And you have to go very deep into that. For example, if you are into the target readers, then you have to ask questions like, what pain is this person experiencing because they haven't read your book yet? Or what do you want your primary audience to do when they have just completed reading your book, right? So these questions are going to help you go into the deeper levels of the book idea, which is going to help you create the book outline. So once you have the book outline quadrant ready, you can print it out, you can paste it on your wall, and then set up an alarm for just 30 minutes, right? Just 30 minutes, and have a blank MS Word or Google Doc document, or maybe just a simple notepad, and start writing all the ideas which is coming to you just by looking to the book outline quadrant. There could be hundreds, if not thousands of ideas could come. And the main ideas could be the chapters, and the sub-ideas could be the sub-chapters.
Right.
You don't have to go beyond 30 minutes. Once the 30 minutes is over, just stop it. And then you have to work around that. Then, of course, you can use some kind of a mind mapping tool, MindMeester, Bubble.us. I prefer Bubble.us. It's super simple. And you can rearrange all your ideas and sub-ideas and create a table of content. Okay. And I understand that this table of content is not going to be, maybe you will have to keep changing once you start writing the book, but you have at least the book outline ready, the rough book outline ready. And then you can start maybe writing about any specific chapters whenever you want. So yeah, these are the two suggestions or advice I want to give to potential authors who are just starting out.
Very cool. Thank you for that. That's very, very helpful.